What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Goblin, and today I'm coming in with the second upload of the day. We've got a story time for you guys talking about the time I got caught sneaking out of my house. So I hope you guys do enjoy. Drop a like on this video if you do enjoy, and I hope you guys are enjoying the double uploads as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's dive into it. So, caught sneaking out. Now, this happened, I want to say, oh god, it was like half a year ago, actually. I'm pretty sure it was the day before Christmas Eve, because I know I was on winter break, and I remember that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I know I had family coming over the next day, so I'm pretty positive it was the day before Christmas Eve. But anyways, I was on winter break, and I had a curfew of 11 o'clock, and I still normally do. Now, I wasn't really cool with this. It was winter break. I wanted to turn up, wanted to have some fun with my friends, so I was like, fuck it, I'm sneaking out tonight. Now, how my house is laid out, pretty much the entirety of it is on the upper story, but then there's a staircase by the entryway. So, the entryway is on ground level, and then literally the only thing in my entryway is the door to the garage, a small closet to put, shoes and coats in and stuff, and then a staircase that goes up to the actual house part. So, it's kind of weird how my house is laid out, and it's kind of difficult to explain, but it'll hopefully make sense to you guys. So, I was in my room, and I wait until my mom goes to sleep. My mom goes to bed around, 10 o'clock, 10:30 every single night, so I was like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna just wait till she goes to bed, and then I'm gonna be all set. So, waited till she went to sleep, and she went to bed around 10:45, and I came home early on purpose this night, because I wanted to make sure that she knew I was in for the night, so I could just sneak out as soon as she went to bed, and she would just think that I was home. And at this point, there was no security system on my house, no alarms, nothing like that to notify her that I was leaving unless the dog heard it, which was a pretty big threat. I had to be pretty quiet, but it wasn't my first time sneaking out, so it wasn't really that scary to me. I'd done it before. My first time sneaking out is really, really scary, but, I got used to it, and I got the hang of it, I guess you could say. So, I left my room, my mom was asleep, and started, tiptoeing down the staircase, and I always carried my shoes. I never wore them when I was tiptoeing down, because my house is not very big, and my mom's room is oh god, maybe 15 feet from the staircase, and the dog is very, very sensitive to noise. He's not a heavy sleeper, so he would start barking if he heard basically anything, any movement from outside of the room at night. Even when I go to open the fridge at night, when I make my little late night kitchen runs, he hears me typically, and he's usually barking, which is shitty, which is why I can't really make those kitchen runs. He's kind of a weight loss tool. It's pretty good, but anyways, so I'm tiptoeing down the stairs, got my coat on, got my Timbs in my hand, got my jeans on, made sure I was nice and bundled up because I was going to be walking. I wasn't going to be taking my car at this point. So I tiptoed down the stairs and made my way out, and I just opened the front door, put my boots on, and walked right out. And my plan was I was going to go over to my friend's house, and we were going to take an Uber and smoke in another friend's house, because we didn't feel like walking. It was a pretty long walk, and it was 11 p.m. So we were like, fuck it, let's just take an Uber, whatever, it's cheap as shit anyways. So, I went over to his house, met up with him, and he had this little steamroller with him. If you guys don't know what a steamroller is, it's basically like a bowl and a bong combined. It's really weird, but they're fucking awesome, and they hit really nice. So if any of you guys do smoke, I recommend you get a steamroller. But anyways, he brought out a steamroller, and I had about 1.5 grams on me, and we were going to go and get some more for my friend and smoke with him too. So I packed the bowl a couple times while we were waiting for the Uber. We were sitting in back, behind my house, and the Uber pulled up as we were smoking, and we weren't wasting any weed. Fuck wasting a bowl. So the Uber called me, and he's like, hello, I'm here, just letting you know. And I was like, all right, just give me 2-3 minutes. And we smoked that bowl faster than I think I've smoked any bowl in my life. We were inhaling that shit. We were coughing our lungs out. And we got in this guy's Uber, and we reeked. Our hands smelled of fresh baked. Literally, I'm talking, it smells like we just came from a fucking weed jungle. It was ridiculous. We were sitting in that car baked as fuck, and he knew. So he starts driving, we're dead silent. It's very, very awkward, and takes us to my friend's house, meet up with him, shake up with him, hey, what's up, bro? Just the typical interaction between friends, and smoke a couple blunts, because he's a blunt smoker, pretty much only, actually, primarily, but he pretty much only smokes blunts, and he's the best roller I know. So of course we had him roll the L's, and we smoked a couple more blunts, and then took another Uber back home. The Uber back home was weird as fuck. This shit was very uncomfortable. This man, this 25-year-old Mexican man, very, I don't want to say gay, but I questioned his sexuality. So he pulls up, greased up hair, slicked all the way back, way too much cologne on, got a little button up on that's got the top 4 buttons undone with no undershirt. This man, suave. Let me tell you, you picture the typical Spanish suave gentleman, this is him. He's got that, he's banging Britney Spears music in his fucking minivan, dude. It's garbage, and he's just, it's like, it's not even good Britney Spears music. It's like 2001 Britney Spears music, like some old ass shit, some really fucking outdated music. And he picks us up. He's like, hello. I say hello. My buddy says hi. And we're sitting in the back of the car just trying not to laugh our fucking asses off because this guy is just ridiculous. This guy is like, we're so stoned, and just the concept of like this suave ass Mexican man pulling up in like a blue Dodge Grand Caravan, and like, just everything about this situation was so off and hilarious. So we're sitting there dead silent the whole ride. Most uncomfortable Uber I've ever fucking been in. We get out, say thanks for the ride. He's like, no problem. Have a good one, guys. And you know, at this point, we live, like, me and this guy live down the street from each other, so we both can just get dropped off at my house, and he can just literally walk, like, a block, and he's at his house. So he shakes up, he's like, all right, dude, I'm going home. I'm like, all right, nice smoke sesh, peace out. And he walks home, and I walk up to my door, and I left the door unlocked. I always would leave the door unlocked when I sneak in, and it was fucking locked. So I was like, shit, but I didn't know if I was busted yet. I was kind of worried, but I didn't know if I was busted. And then I backed up, and I started walking towards my garage to enter the keypad code so I could get in, and I realized the lights were on upstairs, because, you know, how my house is laid out, like I said, all on the upper floor, and you can see the windows from the front, so the lights were on in the house, and I was like, fuck. I was like, son of a bitch, she definitely knows that I snuck out. So I opened the garage, I made my walk of shame inside, walked up the stairs. She's sitting there, my mom, legs crossed on the fucking couch. I knew immediately. You know when you're sitting there and you come in the house late as shit, or you did something, you're high as fuck, and your mom knows immediately, and she's sitting there with that look on her face, that snooty ass fucking, you know, with her legs crossed, like, Jimmy, what have you been doing tonight? Have you been smoking crack again? And she, you know, she knows everything. Like, you just feel like there is nothing about that night that she does not know. This is the stance and the look she gave me when I came up the staircase. I turned the corner, went towards my living room. She was sitting there, and she's got her legs crossed. She goes, where have you been? I was like, just out, you know, hanging out. I smelled like straight dope. Like, I had my backpack on. I was in all black. I had the Timbs, the fucking black coat, the black jeans. I was black the fuck out. And she knew exactly what was happening. She was like, I'm taking your car keys. She's like, where's the keys? I'm like, fuck it, just take them. Because, you know, I would have taken my car, but I felt like I was scared to take it because it would have making too much noise starting the car and leaving and then pulling back in the driveway. Because typically when I'm home, my dog, like, knows when I'm pulling in the driveway, so he barks. Like, I don't even have to open the garage. It's like he hears it. So I probably could have, but I didn't, because, like, I didn't really want to risk anything. So she's sitting there, legs crossed, mad as shit. I'm just head slumped over. She's, Nicholas, I can't believe you would do this. Sneak it out of my house. I'm putting alarms on the house immediately, which she did, by the way. I do have alarms on the house now, and it fucking sucks. But anyways, she's over here mad as shit, alarms on the house, flipping out on me. I'm like, fuck my dick off. It's not going well. This is just not what I'm hoping for. And she just stormed back in her room with the dog and went to sleep. Dog by her side like her fucking henchman. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. I just went back to my room. I knew I was fucked, but I had a little more weed left. So luckily she didn't take that from me, because she didn't even search me. She just took the car keys. So, you know, I went back to my room, smoked a little bit more, went to sleep, and that was the time I got caught sneaking out. So hope you guys did enjoy this story. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy, and I hope you also liked the double uploads today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did watch both uploads as well, if not, I recommend you go watch my previous one, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.